you sign up with my Webull link, you get up to 10 free shares. Link will be in the description below. Growing my stock portfolio to $1 million. So today the portfolio was up 7.81%. The two positions that I'm currently in is a 2 times Bitcoin ETF and a 2 times Netflix ETF. So looking first at Netflix. So today Netflix was up 3.15%, and basically on the daily chart, we're still continuing this trend to the upside. We're using the 9-day moving average as support. Currently, we are above these three moving averages, the 9, the 20, and 50-day moving average. Now on the 4-hour time chart, let's see. So yesterday, basically on the long term trend for Netflix, it's still bullish in my opinion. The reason I say that is because it's been consistently using the 50-day moving average as support. As long as we can use this moving average as support, we should be good and continue the trend to the upside. On the daily chart, it was very, very good. The reason I say that is because how you look exactly at the chart right here, like how it is right now with the moving averages, how they look. Usually when the moving averages look like this, it is a huge day for that particular stock. And basically today was a huge move for Netflix today. It actually used the 20-day moving average as support, bounced off of it, and we saw that huge gain to the upside for Netflix today. Now, on the weekly chart, here's where things get a little interesting, right? On the weekly chart, we have managed to break above the 200, the 180, the 9-day moving average. Now the next thing that we need to do on the weekly chart is that we need to break above the 20-day moving average so we can see further support. So in my opinion, I feel like and the 20-day moving average reads $82. So I think that's the next line of resistance that we need to break above. That way we can see Netflix if it can go further and beyond beyond 82. So that is what I think about Netflix currently, right? And then the next thing I want to talk about is Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin did pretty good today. Let's see. And along with the other cryptos, basically Bitcoin today so far is up 7.96%. I did mention yesterday that the next resistance level that we needed to break above was the 65,000 resistance level. We finally managed to break it. We even broke the previous resistance level of 66,000. So we are basically now above all of these moving averages currently for now, right? I'd say for now, we're above the 180 and 200-day moving average. If we can try to maintain ourselves above both of those two important moving averages, we could see, Bitcoin and along with the other cryptocurrencies skyrocket. I feel like, Bitcoin has been beaten, it's been beaten enough, I would say personally. And so on the weekly chart, basically the 20-day moving average reads 68,000. Currently, Bitcoin is 69,000. If we can finish for the week being over the 20-day moving average, that would be magnificent for Bitcoin holders. So we'll have to see what happens with Bitcoin this week. So part of the news for that was because something about the White House inviting, people that are, that have crypto companies like from Coinbase and et cetera, to do a bill to do framework for, working on Bitcoin, whatever, right? But basically, that was really bullish news, I guess, for Bitcoin, and that basically made the whole crypto market just skyrocket all of a sudden. And the next thing I want to talk about is an update on the paper trading challenge. So basically an update on the $1,000 paper trading challenge, right? So I got into SpaceX call options. These SpaceX call options expire on September 18th. Currently, we are down 12%, right? And basically, what the threshold of selling out the position is, once I'm up either 5 or 10%, I'm out the position. If I'm down 5 or 10%, I'm out the position. But since this is a long-term trade, and I told you guys I don't really, I don't day trade that much anymore. I really don't day trade at all. Like, really, I don't day trade at all. That's why I don't make those videos anymore of, making $100 trading, Tesla call options, or, stuff like that, right? I don't make those videos anymore because I don't day trade anymore. So basically what the plan here is, I'm basically holding on to these SpaceX call options till September 18th. Basically, the way I see SpaceX currently is that we've been above the 50-day moving average, right? Currently, we're below the 50-day moving average, but basically what I see here is that I feel like as long as we can see a little bounce off the 180-day, I mean the 200-day moving average, cool, we can possibly reverse to the upside and see huge momentum reverse all of a sudden to the upside. I feel like that's what's going to happen. The reason I say that's because previous trades that I've taken, basically previous trades that I've taken, I've noticed that when I sell out those, trades, they usually tend to close out, reaching that number, I'd say a couple weeks later, or a month later. So this is a pretty good, I'd say a good play, playing SpaceX. I have till September 18th. I feel like if things are smooth and let's say, SpaceX finds its foot around here at this support level of 137, cool. Then we could possibly see a bounce to the upside. And basically my game plan is to sell out the position as soon as SpaceX approaches either the 20-day moving average, or when I see that the position is up either 15% or 10%. That's the way I see it. I'm sorry, I keep on choking. I don't know what's going on in my throat. But basically, that's my game plan. Basically, I just want for SpaceX to hold itself at this current support level of 139. If it can't sustain itself at that support level, I'll wait and see if SpaceX can sustain itself at this support level of 137. So we'll see what happens with this SpaceX trade. I am excited because basically I want to update you guys. Can we grow this $1,000, this fake $1,000 to $2,000? I actually want to take like a real $1,000 and grow it to $2,000. But I might actually, take it a step further, try to, grow the challenge a little bit more. So instead of growing it to $2,000, let's see if we can grow it to $3,000, and so on and so on until we reach $10,000. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. Peace.